Hey everyone, welcome to the We Do Mafia. We are a great family here. I am your host, Don Burley, here with my other members of the Mafia family, my consigliere, Fryman, one of my capos, Kirok, Enforcer Fubu down there. Correct. And we do have Murple as part of the family, but he is out running collections. I'm telling you, if he screws up on this collection one more time, you gotta take him out back, settle it like we would settle in the old country. Exactly. Welcome to episode 20, everyone of the We Do podcast, where we do the gaming news for you. And yes, you may be wondering, why the Mafia thing? Because Mafia the Old Country's DLC has come out, and I have played that, and we will have an upcoming review for that in the near future. So you stay tuned for that. But as for stuff I've been playing Yoshi in the Mysterious Book, or Lemon Pepper Chicken, as Kirok would describe it.
Oh, yes. Delicious.
It is delicious. Fun game. It is a different take on a platformer where it's not just, hey, let's run to the end of the level. You have to do certain objective to get the end of the level to appear, but there's different things you can do in the level to get stars, which are your collectibles, and the harder the thing you're doing, the more stars you'll get, but you'll just have fun interacting with the level and being like, wonder what happened if I did this? Or what would happen if I did this? I wonder if I spit this hot pepper at this wasp nest, the wasps will eat it, I'll get some stars, or if something funny will happen. So it gives you that creativity of just try everything you can in the level and trying to figure things out. And for the most part of the game, you cannot die, except for one level in the main campaign where you actually can die.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it's like chapter 5, if I'm not mistaken, of the 6 story chapters. So it is really... so it's just kind of off-putting, but it works well, and like death wasn't really, it was a small consequence, nothing so major of like, oh man, I have to restart everything. But no, it was a fun time, and as Fryman I know is waiting for me to say this, it is a 10 out of 10 game of the year, better than everything. You might as well just give all the game awards to Yoshi. None of the other titles that are releasing this year are going to come even close.
I always knew
it. I've also been playing a little bit of Dusk Fade, an indie game that is very PS2 oriented, very Kingdom Hearts inspired. I haven't had as much time as of late with it, but it is fun. If you're playing on the Steam Deck, it runs well on the Steam Deck, but just know that thing's going to drain your battery so quick. And you will hear your Steam Deck fan kick off. So if you've been playing some smaller indie games and you do barely hear the fan, this is like putting Ghost of Tsushima in on the base PS4. Fans, you're going to hear that fan kick off. If you've done that, you know what I'm talking about. And the last main game I've been playing is Curse of Night, and I'm just bringing up the Steam page of this because one of the two developers, it's an indie game, had reached out and contacted, sent me a copy to play of the beta of it. It's coming out soon in early access later this year, so I figured give them a little shout out and kind of show it off. It is a roguelike like dungeon thing, kind of like Hades, but you're going to be going through it. But you have this, every time you're going through each area, you'll have this negative effect, the ruin bar go up, and you want to kill the enemies quick. Because if you level that thing gets up, it's going to get harder and harder. You're going in more and more rooms. But you get to pick your pass, and the pass will tell you like easy, normal, hard, and give you an idea of like what you're going to be doing with, as well as your rewards. So, like, it'll be like, this is easy, but we'll give you one stat upgrade of a random stat. You don't get to pick. Right. Go this, we'll give you this boost. And there's different boosts, and these, as you're seeing here, the little card thing, here of the different effects. You can stack them, get better things.
I watched you
really
stream this, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was streaming it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Like this is something like I put over about an hour and a half into it. It's just because it's the beta. There isn't as much content. You can only do so much of it. But like you have the different classes, and they all feel unique, and you feel the differences. Like one of them, you're powerful, but you are a glass cannon, so you really can't get hit too many times. And then you have like equipment you can put on that have benefits, but it's not so. Oh, I've got this armor. I can just pulse through this. They hit me. It's like, oh, you did nothing to me. No. As that bar is leveling up, it makes things harder and can do negative effects on your equipment and armor. You really like it's getting at your mind, and really you have to sit there, think of everything you are doing.
It was really fun to watch. I was there. I loved watching it. I was goofing around, but yeah, like at the beginning, like, well, what is this? What's retro? Because there was no title or category.
Yeah. There was no category up on Twitch, so I was like retro, and then I remember because I think Fubu's opening line when he came into my stream says, "This isn't retro."
Exactly. It looks really good. It looks a really good game. And I was like, no, this is not retro. This is not retro. And then Burley was explaining this. He was explaining. And bro, I was enjoyed it. It's a shame I couldn't stay longer on that stream because I had to go to work, but I was enjoying that game. So kudos to the developers. They're doing something beautiful, and for me, I can't wait to see more from it when it's like completely done.
Yeah, well, it'll be coming in early access, and you can do it cooperatively. It's up to, I think, 5 people. So you can have and do the runs together, and they say, do it with more people, it gets chaotic, so...
Wait, are you saying, Burley, we do stream with that game, all of us?
Yes, but we will figure out a time. That will be hard to do just because 4 different time zones and everything, but... We will figure out a time and stream it and do it all together.
And Merple away collecting, doing collections.
Mm-hmm. Once he's done with that,
Once he's done with that.
Yes. But those are the I should make mention because Duskblood did happen last night, early yesterday. I went and was ready at 6:30, 7 o'clock my time to go in, but couldn't play. Because they shut down their network test because they're like, oh, we didn't prepare for this. And then pulled it back late last night. I think it was about 10 p.m. my time because I was there with Fryman and I was probably sounding very, very tired about doing it.
You were more than tired, yes.
Yep. I was playing in bed on in handheld mode, and I did play a bit of it. We unfortunately can't show footage or record footage of that because they are FromSoft's going after people, but
really?
They do not want that out.
Yeah, it was part of their terms of agreement / terms of service. Don't stream or share videos online. People are going to do it anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, and we don't.
It's called free marketing. I don't know why don't let people do that, but okay.
Yeah,
I know, right?
But the game ran well on the Switch 2 undocked, looked well. And you know what? It is fun. The first little bit you play by yourself, just killing enemies, getting used to the mechanics, and then you do the multiplayer thing. It's like Night Rain, but you're all fighting against each other, but fighting enemies and stuff.
And more stylistically in line with Bloodborne than Elden Ring. So if that's your alley, I'd say, yeah, this game might actually be pretty good.
But people don't like Bloodborne.
Just because you don't like Bloodborne doesn't mean you.
No,
speak
I was
for
gonna say.
everyone,
No, I was gonna say people don't like Bloodborne. They love Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, sure you were.
But yeah, I know. Fry is still going to encourage and tell my community of need to make Burley play this game when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe if it comes out.
Fair enough. Kirok, what have you been playing?
Okay, hold on. Before I begin, and it's not any different than last week. I've still been playing Minecraft, but the old country. You said the old country DLC, not DLC.
The DLC.
It's a DLC. Did it come out already?
Yeah, it came out last Friday.
Oh my god! I was just
Friday.
looking on Steam and I didn't see it, but I'll have to look again. Yeah. So I've been playing Minecraft. Nothing new there. It's got its claws back in me, and I'm right into it again. It has been a long time, probably a good 9 to 10 years since it's gotten so under my skin. I have a server running, as I mentioned before, and I have a whole some friends on there who are playing, and we're playing and we're going in pretty much on a daily basis, which is great. I've been recording everything that I've been streaming, because you guys seen that I've been streaming Minecraft, right? And everything I'm recording is from the stream, the live streams that I do. And I spent last night. I didn't play as much. I sat down and spent a good 2 to 2.5 hours editing 38 videos that I've recorded. But it's not that bad. I actually made it so it's nice and simple. I have an intro and I have an outro and I have the video. So I just throw them in. I put in a watermark. And so while I was sleeping overnight, because 2.5 hours of editing, and then I just went to bed and let the computer render them out. Now I got to sit down and figure out when I want to post those and put them up on my channel. So I've been doing that and getting that prepped, and later it'll be going on to my YouTube. But the other thing I did too, which was pretty cool, I was like, gee, I wonder if I can get this running on my Lenovo Legion Go S. Is it the Lenovo Legion Go S? That is the model that comes standard with Steam OS built in, right? Mm-hmm. So essentially, it's like a Steam Deck. Excuse me. And you can, because the Steam OS boots into Linux desktop, you can go to the Linux store, and apps are free, and download an application called Prism. And when you download Prism and you install it there, you can set it up so that it allows you to run the Minecraft launcher through it. And then in addition to that, you can make it so that the Minecraft game gets added to Steam. So those of you who are familiar with Steam, you can add non-Steam games to Steam. And you can do that with Minecraft through Prism on the Linux side of SteamOS, so that it appears inside of Steam when you're launched in the regular SteamOS on the handheld. And it works really well. Like, I got it to work. I got it to install. I added in my IP address of the server. And I have a handheld now where if I'm away, I can actually connect to the server and play Minecraft on my own server, which is pretty sick. The only thing I have to get used to is the handheld controls. The handheld controls are... I'm more used to keyboard and mouse. Minecraft to me is a keyboard and mouse game. I know it's been years that people have been playing it on Xboxes and PlayStations. I have copies of it on those systems. I'm one of those who have bought it on all systems, just like Skyrim.
Triple, quadruple dipped.
Yeah, triple, quadruple, quintuple dipped. And so it's great. I have the ability to actually play Minecraft handheld while away from home or on my network at home. I can sit in the backyard if I wanted to and play there, which is great. I have not that said, that's all I've been playing. And just an update, the repairs on the PS5 have been stagnant. I have not touched it at all because of Minecraft.
Yeah, I understand. The video games do that to someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's what I've been up to.
Well, that's awesome. You got it working on your Lenovo Legion Go. Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Bryman, what have you been playing?
Not too much, but especially because I got sick, unfortunately. I'm okay though, but I have found time to game. My recent game I'm mostly playing is The Sinking City 2, which just came out, and I was a backer on Kickstarter for the project last year. And yeah, it's great. It's definitely different if you played the first one, where that was more of a detective game with some light combat to it, which was bad. This one's more straight survival horror game, which I do prefer. And I've been really enjoying it. It's a solid standalone sequel, so you don't need to play the first one. And if you're into the Lovecraft lore and mythos a bit, it's definitely there if you're a fan. And it is, again, also just a very solid survival horror game, which I, from what I've put into it, I can definitely recommend, especially if you are a fan of Resident Evil, a bit of Silent Hill, or even to some degree Alan Wake 2, because I can see where they're taking their influences from. And it's a solid game, especially from the developer Frogwares, given their situation with developing the game. I think they really turned out a big surprise hit that I hope more people get a chance to try. And I've been playing. I did beat Splatoon Raiders. Me and Burley did a while ago, but I've been slowly kind of grinding out the end game to level up so that we can go and get the true ending. So that's been fun still, and I've been replaying some old favorites, given next year is going to be interesting, and I've been replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake on Twitch, and then eventually Rebirth, and I've been replaying Kingdom Hearts again, given a certain announcement that happened last week, which we will get into. So, and it's been a good time. It's been a good time.
Awesome.
Right on. Alrighty, Fubu, what have you been playing?
Well, I finished 2 games this week. I finished Final Fantasy Evil's Chronicles, and bro, we already talked about this last week, and the voice acting. That voice acting is top tier. It felt epic. The ending, what happened with the characters, like the description, everything. Bro, the voice acting in that game is great. Working on the plot. On the stream side, I finally finished Adventures of Elliot, but I have a very, very, very big gripe with how Square Enix is structuring the games. Like they're 2.5 HD remake games or graphic games. I have a big gripe with them because I did the story. I got the first ending. Okay. It has 3 different endings. Okay. And the way to unlock the best ending, it means you have to go through the bad one, the good one, and then the best one. Okay.
No.
And I don't like that. I don't like that because
it forces you to do that.
It forces.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I was saying this on yesterday. I was doing a stream on Ronan PT, which is my esports boss, and I was doing a stream, and like one of the guys was asking, "Hey, have you finished the game?" So yeah. And then I was telling, and it's like, but can't you like save that? No, you don't understand. I would rather have an option that would take me to bad ending, an option that would take me to good ending, and an option that would take me to the best ending. Because the best part of the story, which literally blew my mind, I was sending a text to Lee at 4 a.m, like, Leah, you don't believe this is happening in the game at 4 a.m. I knew she was sleeping. She's just so in the morning, so I was safe. But like, the story gets crazy good after you get the bad ending. And a lot of people that are not savvy gamers or that they have other games to play, they're going to get the bad ending. Oh, the game is done. I'm out, and they'll not, bro, because the story for the last 2 to 3 hours, which are to get the good and the best ending, the story gets so many plot twists. It becomes really, really, really good. And I'm really disappointed that Square is doing that, because they do the same thing. They did the same thing with Octopath. Like Octopath Traveler 1, I never got the real ending, because I was like, okay, I did the story for all of them and credits, and I moved on because it was a Switch game, so there was no plot to do. So yeah, I'm really disappointed that Square is going that way. Doesn't mean it's a bad game. For me, it's one of the contenders for RPG of the year, not Game of the Year, because there's a lot of good games. But for RPG, I think it's a very, very strong contender to win that trophy. So yeah, I was enjoying that game. So yeah, that's what I played. Adventures of Elliot and Final Fantasy Evil's Chronicles, 2 great games.
Well, actually, Yoshi is the greatest RPG of the year.
No, I haven't played that one.
Of course.
Well, when you get your Switch 2, you're gonna play it, and then
No, look, I have to say this because a few weeks ago we had one of our episodes. One of the topics was the game of the year so far, something like that. I don't remember that well.
Yeah.
That you played. And I clearly said on the episode, I didn't play this game, but I saw a lot of people playing. So I said Resident Evil 9, which is my favorite game of the first half of the year. You have no idea how much shit Leah gave to me. She was like, you didn't play the game. You didn't play the game. So what do you mean? You can't say it's your favorite game of the year if you haven't played. Like, I've seen people play. So I have to say, I can't say Yoshi is the best RPG of the year because I haven't played, or Leah's going to give me shit. So I'm being very careful around her. She's dangerous.
No. Leah is soft and kick.
She is very correct, though.
Yeah, she is correct. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that has been what we've been playing. We've got a ton of stories here to get to you guys today, so I figured let's just start her up with our first stories, combining 3 stories into one here about Wolverine. So Wolverine, as you know, Sony has done yes, and as I bought a little plush of Sony thing here. To be fair, it was down from $19.99 to $5 something at GameStop, but because I have the Edge card at GameStop here in Canada, it was $4 for the plush. So Sony makes nothing off this, and this way I can go, yeah, bad Sony.
Nice.
And at least
There we
it's
go.
something physical, but they're still selling physical stuff, so that's good.
Yeah, and it's physical.
Yeah.
It's not the digital version that Kirok's waiting for.
No, I want digital. I'm done with physical. Plushies, not games. Plushies.
So Wolverine, if you've seen it's been doing a lot of posts and stuff like that on social media, and they're getting on, whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, and other social media, bring back physical and all this, not buying a physical and stuff and there's also people mocking how the game looks like. I understand, it sucks for the people at Insomniac that are working hard on it, and the people that are doing the social media, all this, because they're wanting to do their jobs and they're working hard. I get that. And you are at the whim of what Sony is doing, because this is what Sony did. Sony, it's not Insomniac saying, yeah, we don't care about physical anymore. We buy digital, give us the money. They are not the ones out there. This is Sony. Unfortunately, they're paying for that, and I feel for them. But this is the only way you get attention to Sony, because this also, who also sees this stuff is Marvel. Sony and Marvel are in bed together, and Marvel's going to be like, "Why are you giving us a lot of negative PR on? It affects money and it affects sales." Yeah. Guess what? Marvel's going to be like, why are we working with you? Are you guys going to change your decision? No? Yeah. Maybe we go somewhere else.
Sorry. That's going to happen a lot.
It's all good, but what do you guys all think?
I can understand the physical backlash for it, even though the game's coming out with a physical disc. It's making people not want to buy it. Most of the criticism I've been seeing besides that is just people giving really kind of shitty takes on the game. It's like, fair enough, it doesn't look good, but some of them are really going hard on oh, they're gonna fuck it up because they fucked up Spider-Man 2, which, okay, I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, it's like, I haven't played Wolverine, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. Some of what I saw looked good. Some of it I saw looked kind of Especially, I don't know if you guys seen it, that one boss fight that's going around with the Sentinel. And it's like, yeah, that fight looked lame, not going to lie. But it's like, it still looks solid enough, like Wolverine. It's just a lot of this just seems like people are really complaining about shit that's kind of been in games for a minute already. And when it's a grifter, obviously it's like, okay, I know what game you're playing here, Twitter man. So I get the criticism some degree, but it's like, I think some are just taking it a little too far. But also, with the physical stuff, it's not just Insomniac. It's a lot of developers are just facing backlash over it because people on Twitter think trying to mock or make fun of like a game that they're showcasing or advertising that's maybe only available like digitally over physically. It's like, do you not know what nonsense you're saying here? Especially to indie games. It's like, come on now. It's like, I think y'all need to take a step back and, you know, reaffirm like who you're fighting here, because some of you are going a little too hard over people that don't genuinely deserve it. I still think, yeah, some criticism for Wolverine the game is valid, but I'm not going to blame Sony entirely, or no, Insomniac, sorry. I'm not going to blame them entirely for the shit Sony's doing still, but I don't like that they're in this kind of situation, because some of it's just kind of getting to the point where I think you've all lost the plot.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Look, the biggest complaint that I've seen is about Logan's face when he doesn't have the mask. But you have to forget that when you are doing a game, one of the hardest parts for you to animate is actually the face, because there's something called the uncanny valley. Because if it looks too real, we get like, ew. So they can make it
uncomfortable.
Yeah, we feel uncomfortable. That's the right word. Thank you. So they can make it way too good because we're going to, but then people are going with the backlash on Sony, and they're dumping on Insomniac, which is not their fault. Like you already said, they're not the ones deciding no discs. It's Sony, and if they do no discs, well, there will be discs. But if they decided to do no discs, it would have been from Sony's part and not from their part. So that's that part. So I think it's really unfair what you're doing with Insomniac, which is a company that I've been saying for many years, they don't miss. They are a company that deliver best of the best games. Sometimes they're not as good as the previous game, but that's the curse of having a great first game. About the more about Insomniac, I'm a bit sick, so I lost my train of thought here. But yes, it's going to happen. It's all age as well. Insomniac, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to pass to someone else if I remember. I'm going to. Sorry.
For me, this game, I could care less. I've watched a few of the Marvel movies over the years, and as they've been releasing them over the years, but I lost it. I got to a point where I was like, you know what, another one? I'm done. Like, I used to collect Silver Surfer comic books back in the day. I think I have a #1 Silver Surfer buried away somewhere in my closet. My brother was into the X-Men, and he collected X-Men comic books way back when we were ye little kids. But that said, it's a game. And you're right. This developer, they are top. They've done a lot of games that are really good. So here's what I want to kind of mention. It's not just about how it looks. It's not just about graphically what the thing is. How does it play? What's the gameplay like? That will always be king over graphics. I love games that look like crap but play great. Minecraft. Right. So that said, I don't have a horse in this race simply because of the fact that I couldn't care less about this game. I don't want the game, but there's a lot of people out there who love Marvel and love this franchise and love the characters. And it's right now, it's just an onslaught of people giving this feedback, and to me, it feels like they're just being negative to be negative and trying to build shit and get shit hitting on the net. Because if I'm the loudest, that you hear me, and maybe my socials will be better than your socials. That's garbage, in my opinion. Whether or not Sony pressures them into doing a physical disc or not, that's going to be bad in general. That would be bad, in my opinion, for any game. It doesn't have to be a Marvel game. Although if they're doing it, it's no different than the pressure they put on, say, No Man's Sky when it first came out. They pushed it out the door because they wanted it out the door, as opposed to the developer wanting it to be a good game. And the developers proved that over the years. So those are my 2 cents about this particular topic. I don't know if you remember what your train of thought, Fubu, or not.
I already thought. I stopped to think, and I thought, and I remember. So can I continue, or do you have
Yeah,
anything?
go. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, go ahead, Fubu.
The combat. It's one of the things they're complaining. The combat against the Sentinel. They're saying it looks lame. They compared it to a previous game. Guys, have you ever played a video game? When you are promoting a video game, you're not going to show the end all.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that what they're showing, it's the early stages of the game where you are learning. That is, this game is not a Souls-like. It's an action game. So
Yeah.
there's going to be a learning curve. So this boss, which was one of the most famous, that I think they're going to do this, which is this boss in the future will be like a normal enemy. But this boss is a boss that's going to give you some learning curve, how to move the character, how to do some attacks, maybe game mechanics that we haven't played the game. So
Tutorial kind of boss.
yeah.
A tutorial.
So, a tutorial, basically a tutorial type of boss. Thank you, bro. That's it. So why are you complaining about a tutorial type of boss? You haven't played the game. Play the game. If you tell me that boss fight is the main boss fight, I'm going to be very disappointed. But I'm pretty sure that's like the first game, the first boss, something tutorial for you to learn, to give you a scale of what the game can be. So guys, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Let the game come out. Let people
let the
play.
game come out.
Yeah, let the game come out and stop saying dumb shit like it's woke or some shit, because it's like, how's it woke? Do you not know the X-Men?
Well, that's just a lot of those grifters that everything, because one person liked a DEI post, so means the whole thing.
Probably, for all I know. I will say though, yeah, you're all right. I've heard it is a tutorial boss. It's just a tutorial boss that kind of goes on longer than it should, because I've seen a few previews where it's like, yeah, it's there right at the start, but it's just kind of like it's longer than it should be, which, like, fair enough. I think that's fair enough criticism for that. But obviously, it's like maybe we'll face it in a better way, because if you know X-Men lore and what the Sentinel is, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Right, Burley?
Oh yeah, well there's evolutions of Sentinels, the ones you're standard used to seeing, and if you've watched the original X-Men 90 series, you see one in I think it's in the one when Bishop goes back in time. Forget if they call it actually Days of Future Past, Nimrod.
Yeah. Or just at the start of X-Men 97, the original the original series, not the new one. The Sentinels are front and center. So, yeah, but game's not out yet, and some of the complaints is just this shit's been in video games for a minute, and you don't even know anything about it. So, people are just dumb. So,
look,
some people are dumb. Some people are dumb. I'll reiterate that.
I'm gonna say this. This is gonna sound mean, but I'm gonna say this. People have too good of a life, so people, because they have good lives, they have to find things to bitch about. You know, that like on medieval times, people didn't complain about politics because they were fighting to survive. That's basically it. So this is something good. I'm saying this is a good thing. It means that these people that are complaining, they have good lives. They have other worries to have because their basic needs are settled. So yeah, so they come to the internet and just complain about stuff, which is not that important. Again, wait for the game.
Yeah, or just don't buy it, really, if you're not interested.
Yeah.
Or if you're against the game, buy it, give it to Murple, and let him do a review.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we'll be talking Marple and Wolverine after this little story here. Wolverine has gone gold, so it's like, the game is done. It's coming September 15th. So yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
And I love that the image here, the golden claws, kind of like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hear when it comes out, and from actual people that play it, and not just grifters that are saying this or that too.
Yeah.
We have to divide the reviews here because me and Fry, I already pre-ordered Onimusha. I'm gonna play Onimusha, not Wolverine this month, but Murple and Burley, you'll do a Wolverine review because you guys are gonna play that one.
I'm gonna play Wolverine too, so I'll help out with.
Fry can do Wolverine with Murple.
Yeah, because I don't think Burley's buying it day one. So
no, I'm waiting till used copy.
Yeah, I've come around to just being like, Sony's not going to change their mind, so fuck it. I'll give money where I feel like it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep,
fair enough.
But speaking of Murple, though, right, Bert? We got someone for Murple, right?
Yeah. Yep. So the real reason why Murple is not in this episode, he may tell you he's off at work or some other thing or doing collections. He's going to all the stores on the little island he lives on, that to see if he can get a Wolverine controller, the faceplates for the PS5, because that is now all out. The IGN article is like now available for pre-order in the UK and all that. And it's like no, they're out here in Canada, because I remember I had a chance of getting one of the dual senses, the Wolverine, but the price for them here in Canada, I am not paying because they've jacked up the price of the dual sense more. I'm not. Oh, yeah, well, it's like I'm not paying like $130 something for a controller.
No, same. I already bought the Spider-Man 2 one. I don't need, and also, yeah, I think I'm out of PlayStation DualSense after this thing, so this is all I need now.
Yeah.
The only one that I regret not getting was the Astrobot one. I tried that so many times. That's the one that one's meant for me. So, Miri, if you want to send me an Astrobot controller address, will be but
yeah, those do look nice though. But I'm whatever. I don't need that stuff. Murple though, it's like go do what you need to do, buddy.
Look, Murple is a very big fan of Wolverine, and when it's that, I say go all in to get the controller, get the plates, because they are beautiful. They are not for me as well, because I don't go on cosmetics. Let's be honest, that's the cosmetic, because it doesn't have any special feature. I don't go on cosmetics. Never did, to be honest. So yeah, for those that like, go for it. Get that special edition, the controller, the plates. Get that, and just enjoy. And you have it in your living room. Bring your gamer friends, because your gamer friends are going to be like, "Whoa, this is beautiful," and then you have a conversation. Yeah, so you do you. I think this is, if you're a big Wolverine fan, this is a fantastic buy for you guys.
Yeah, I like
Anybody?
it. I have my fair share of controllers that are. Do I have one here? Yes, I have my fair share of controllers that are themed. That's a Halo.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice.
Not the cheap one. Yeah,
I got the God of War Ragnarok one there.
I mean, if it really
the 30th anniversary of the classic PS1.
That I would get a PlayStation.
And you have a need, then by all means get it. That's all I can say. I'm not a fan of the Marvel stuff, so not a big fan, right? That much.
Yeah, I'll say those. Yeah, I was gonna say those faceplates, excuse me, do definitely look nicer than the controller. I'll say that. I would get.
Actually, I agree with you.
Yeah, if I was interested, I would get the faceplates over the controller. I think the controller looks kind of lame.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on Wolverine or?
No,
we good.
Alrighty. The next story here. This literally was happening as Fubu, Hirak, and I were recording episode 19. Because that's how it happens all the time. There's always breaking news as we're sitting recording, and that's why I do, when we're doing these episodes, I am checking. I have a social media tab open, because as we have in the past, we did the breaking news with the I think it was God of War Latte.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, reveal date. So it's like, just in case. And the one time, because it was late at night we were recording, I didn't do that. Of course, the stuff. So we have Kingdom Hearts 4 getting a big reveal. So it was at Disney's D23 and it is looking good. You've got an animated series coming, and you have a little trailer here.
Coco.
Yep, the Coco is the new world featured in Kingdom Hearts 4, and it got a release window of late 2027. So next year, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII Revelation is coming on spring 2027, and this is late 2027, most likely a fall/winter release.
Yeah, it's going to be like Christmas because it's very Disney coded. I feel like it's going to be something near Christmas because kids will want, because there's Donald and Goofy and Mickey. Yeah. So yeah,
not only that, good time. But also both Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts are celebrating anniversaries next year, because Final Fantasy VII turns 30 next year, and the original release date for Kingdom Hearts 1 in Japan was December of 2025, I believe, or 2022. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, so it's anniversaries. Yeah, got it. Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, so perfect time, I'd say, especially for Square Enix and obviously Disney, because they do co-own Kingdom Hearts. But I was watching this live. I knew there was going to be some news with Kingdom Hearts, and I am a fan. So seeing this and, getting a confirmation, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I'll be there. And that's pretty much why I'm playing the series again for fun.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And also the best part is this is both games are multi-platform releases. So Kingdom Hearts is not just going to be limited to PlayStation or Xbox. It's coming to Steam or PC via Steam, as I think also Epic Games, but also Nintendo Switch 2 for the first time. So that's pretty cool. I have to
want that Switch 2 money.
Yeah, that Switch 2 money.
I'm going to take a bio break. You guys keep going. I don't really have much to say on this.
Fair enough. But no, I'm really excited. Yeah. That's all I'll say.
Don't worry, guys. I'll speak for Kirok in this aspect. I was not initially one of the early adopters for Kingdom Hearts 1. I found it very weird at the time, having Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters. Then I remember one of my friends from school, he had the game. I was like, bro, no, it's good. So we packed, and I started playing. I'm like, okay, this is really good. I'm not gonna say I've played them religiously. Like if some friend of mine had it, I would play it. If it was on PlayStation Plus, I would play it. I would go like that. I've never played Kingdom Hearts 3, so you guys know I never played 3. So I'm not that big of a fan, but not a big fan, a hardcore fan. I am a fan of the concept because I do like the gameplay. The story is a bit complicated. My favorite.
The story's a mess, Fubu.
It's a mess. After two, don't care about the plot. Just enjoy the vibes.
Just go for vibes. My favorite is Birth by Sleep, which is the PSP one. I think it's Birth by Sleep. That's my favorite one. And yeah, it's something good. I like the graphics. Coco is a very fun movie. I'm surprised they're not. Well, maybe they will do. They just didn't show, because Coco, it's a very musical film. So I don't know if they're going to make the world very, very musical, but I think it would be good, like what they did with the Little Mermaid's world, where I think it's in Kingdom Hearts 2 or 1 that you just go there, 2 that you do like a mini game. That's not a good idea, to be honest. It was a bit boring, but they might do something more musical, take the strengths. And there are, since the last Kingdom Hearts came out, there's a bunch of new worlds. There's a bunch of great stuff that they can explore. If they want, they can, because it's Disney, they can put Star Wars in the middle, because they did with the Pirates of the Caribbean. They have massive IPs they can put into this game. And with these graphics being very, very good, they can use the 3D ones. Bro, this game, I think, is going to do game busters, especially if they start using more recent worlds, because what you want to do is your target audience is kids, but also their parents. So you have to do a mix of old, like get some Tarzan in, then get some.
They lost
the right.
They can't. Yeah,
Oh,
they
I know
lost the
that.
rights. They lost the rights well after Kingdom Hearts 1, I believe.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay, get some Lion King. Let's go Lion King then.
Yeah,
Get
they could do
some.
that.
Yeah, get some Lion King. Maybe with the more recent graphics. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, bro. There's so many things they can do. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm very excited to see this one. I'm not going to say that I will buy it, but I am very curious to see how it pans out. And maybe it's that good that I'm like, okay, maybe I need to play all of the other games so I can play Kingdom Hearts 4.
Well, they do have a
Yeah.
collection for the whole series coming to PS5 and Switch 2 in October.
Yeah,
Or
and
sorry,
the
Broketober.
Broke though.
yeah, and the Steam collection releases actually were on sale last weekend, and they topped the top free Steam charts since then because you can get all the games for like $30 combined USD,
Wow.
and that alone got literally topped the Steam charts that weekend because of the
Oh,
sale.
that's if you're into those games, you're getting an amazing amount of content for the $30.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those
Sure.
are the type of digital games that we like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you think though, Burley?
I'm excited. I was after 3, I was done. I was done with the series. And like I got 3, got it at release, and they used to have an awesome thing back here in Canada with Amazon where you pre-ordered games, you would get a small discount for being a Prime member. And they used to do for around E3 time, because remember A3 kit folks and kids? They had a thing where if you were buying games that were shown off at E3 and doing pre-orders, because I remember I did the year because it was Kingdom Hearts 3, I did the pre-order. The Call of Duty, I think it was World War II, and I went back to World War II for my dad, and got there was another I can't remember if Spider-Man or God of War, just because the years kind of mixed together. Doing that, I got each game. It was like about $40 a piece. So
Nice.
it
That's
was
a great deal.
like in that was back when the Canadian economy was a little better too. So it was like saving some money, getting some good good games that were in there. But no, like, and I did get the DLC for 3 eventually years later, and yeah, the ending's better, but doesn't really fix the problems that the end of 3 story. But 4 looks good. I'm hoping they're going to just, if you're going to continue the series and continue with Sora and them, I don't want to go 4, 2 to 3 side games and then go to 5, because I'm not buying all these damn side games. I'm not going with it.
Yeah.
You go 4, you go to 5.
Yeah.
You want to make
Yeah, I was just going to say, unironically, Disney and Square Enix did the MCU before the MCU ever happened.
And I was going to say, the secret ending has leaked for 4, everyone.
Oh,
Sora enters a room, and Nick Fury's there and says, "I'd like to talk to you about the Avengers." And it'll say, "Sora will return in Marvel's Secret Wars."
Yeah, that's the only thing missing. Them showing up in the Avengers, that would be funny.
Well,
they're in
yeah,
Fortnite now, apparently.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I'm excited to play 4. I will be picking up 4 next year. I know Prime Man's like, yes, excellent.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah. And so's Merple. Yeah, he wants to replay the series too, and that might be a future on stream. Exactly. Yeah, that could be a future project. Just going through all Kingdom Hearts, but let's not get ahead of ourselves for fun. Yeah.
Yes. Not like anyone else here has to do that on stream.
Right.
Okay, I think that's enough of Kingdom Hearts. So, Control Resonant has now gone gold, but the physical edition is facing a delay, and it is coming in October. This game is coming out digitally September 24th. It sucks to see that the physical version is getting delayed, but I think people need to remember Remedy is not AAA. They are more AA than AAA, and all these different company like September, or as we call it, Broketember. There's a lot of games coming all out in September, and working with all these different distributors trying to get physical. It's harder, and Remedy is publishing. They are not working with a publisher. They are doing this all themselves.
Yes.
It is harder on them. Like, this game has me interested.
Yes.
I'm not going to play this day one just because I also have Silent Hill Townfall the same day. So that's the thing. I think for next episode we have to go through and be like, okay, Fubu's taking this game, Kirok's taking this game, Fryman's taking this game, I'm taking this game, and Murple's taking the 17 other games.
I'm taking Onimusha. I'm saying right now. I'm taking. Screw you, Fry. I'm taking Onimusha.
We're both taking Onimusha. Come on.
Onimusha, you're both taking on it. Yeah.
Come on.
I will be playing. I'll be playing it, but like I have to switch to versions of that.
Perfect. You're coming with us.
But anyhow, I'm hoping this game comes out well, and I'm hoping to see and hear some good things and make me want to pick this up, because like I beat Control 1 and I liked Control 1, had a lot of fun with it. The DLC, I got halfway through the first DLC and it was like, no.
Yeah, that one's boring. But the one with Alan Wake, the second one with Alan Wake, that's worth it, 100%.
You like that one? I didn't like it.
Well, I did because of the Alan Wake stuff. That's the main thing that made it work. Like, yeah, they both have things I don't like. Yeah. The only good thing about the first DLC is that one of the new powers you get, but both I think are structured kind of lame for the most part. Well, so that's for me gave it an edge.
I should be a little transparent though. I never played the second one. I only watched somebody stream it, and I didn't like what I saw. I played the first and finished it. So, but anyways,
fair enough. But yeah, no, I'm for Control Resonant. It's like, it's kind of a shame it happens, but it's also like, I think that's just kind of the effect of like, yeah, they're a small developer. They don't really, their games also, despite how they look, they come out really polished. They are a smaller developer, and oftentimes their games don't always sell well. They may have a good launch, but they don't overall sell. Like, I think Alan Wake 2 officially has, since the 3 years it's been on the market, has only sold over 3 million copies, which isn't bad, but you can clearly tell that game had a pretty big budget because they had Epic publish it. And it's only the PC side, it's exclusive to the Epic Game Store, not Steam, which is where most of the player base was for Alan Wake 1, the original. So that probably is still biting them in the ass a little bit. But with Control Resonant, I think it's just an effect of like, it is partially budget, considering they are self-publishing at this time, not going through a publisher. Especially their last publisher for the first Control was 505, and they kind of fucked them over pretty bad, and they almost lost the IP, but now they have it, which is good. So I think this is just the effect of like, so many games are coming out. They want to get this game out in September, so they're taking away what they're not focusing much on what they feel is important, which is the physical release, because most of their player base is on Steam for the most part, not so much the console side, but the console side does okay. So, and I'm not going to get mad that it's never coming. I will say there is very delusional people I've seen where one outright said they're doing this because to condition us into wanting to only buy digital if we're really like that needing to buy and play this game day one. I'm like, come on now. That's not what that is about. It's probably just that's literally just like, this is probably just them having to prioritize shit that's more important than a physical release. If it was never gonna come out, then I see where you're coming from, but it's not. That's not the case. But either way, I will be picking it up because I was going to play it on PC anyway, not console.
Got it.
Honestly, as a good business decision is something that makes money for the shareholders, okay? But a good business decision for your community would be, okay, physical edition, not delay, okay, things happen. What it should have happened is people that pre-ordered the physical edition until the day of the news that the physical edition is light, the people that pre-ordered the physical edition, they should be able to have a digital copy because they want to play that game on day one. This is a decision for the community, not for the shareholders. Okay, for the shareholders, going to be like, "Hey, we're giving free stuff away." No, that's not good. But what it should happen in the fair world is, okay, we're going to like the physical copy. The people that have made the pre-order for the physical copy will have access to a digital code because clearly you are big fans and you are willing to pay for a game that's not even out. You don't know if it's good. You don't know the story. You don't know anything about that game, but you decided to believe in us. So as compensation, we're going to give you a code so you can get it digitally, and then you can keep the physical copy as well. I think that's what it should have been done, because for me, it makes clearly no sense releasing the game unless it's like a game that you want to have it as a collector. Okay, that could happen. It makes no sense because people are gonna be like, okay, if the physical is not coming out and I really want to play this game, I'm just gonna cancel my physical and gonna buy it digitally. You know who suffers with those? The small stores that are counting on that money. You know, those are the ones. It's not going to be Remedy. It's not going to be Sony or Xbox. Not them, because it's going to even be better for them because they're going to get more money. Because if I really want to play this game day one, cancel and get it pre-ordered digitally. So yeah, I think they should compensate the people that bought the game. That's what it should be, and it would show a good sign of good faith from the developer's part.
I didn't even consider. Yeah, I didn't even consider what you were saying. Like the fact that let's say I pre-ordered the physical at Best Buy, and all of a sudden, oh, what? You mean I'm going to get the game a month after everyone else? What's that? I want it on day one. Yeah, you're 100% right with that. Personally, for Control Resonant, when I remember them revealing this game, I was immediately not receptive to it simply because of the fact that I played Control and I finished Control and I didn't like Control too much. It was a good game. It was a good game, but I gave it like a 6 out of 10. What broke it for me, or what made it like it just I didn't like the map navigation system. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. So I was worried this would be the same. But when I watched when they revealed it, I was like, oh, okay, this is actually looking pretty good. It reminded me more so, unlike the first Control, of games like Prototype or Second Son. If you remember those games, and those games were fantastic. I had a ball in those games. So I'm on the fence right now. I'm on the fence. To me, I don't care, digital or physical. I actually want physical usually to add to my collection, like you were saying, Fubu. But I could go either way. I would buy the digital, and then if I really like it, I would get the physical and throw it on the shelf. If I buy the digital and play it and don't like it, I wouldn't bother spending my money on the physical. So I'm a unique case where this isn't really affecting me too much. But if I was a physical only, it wouldn't be really good for this to happen. I get why, with the explanations that both Fryman and Burley were saying, they're self-publishing. I get why they're probably doing it, and they're trying to keep on a timeline to get out of the way of the juggernaut in November, right? GTA 6.
And September. Because there's so much games.
Yeah, well, it's basically everybody moved over to September to try and stay out of the way of GTA 6. So it's just I'm still a little hesitant. I'd rather wait and see reviews, even when the digital comes out, personally, so that way I know whether or not it's worth it. And when I played the original, I played it on PC, and it looked fantastic. It was really nice. It ran well, played well, looked great. But just a few things in the game that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But anyways, that's nor here nor there. It's sad to see that they have to do this, but at least they're still committing to a physical. I'm happy about that. Yeah.
I yeah, I'm hoping this game does well because, like, Remedy, unfortunately, with their last game, Firebreak, did not do well. That did not do well, and they lost a fair amount of money. They've made some bad business decisions. Like Alan Wake just started being profitable for them. Alan Wake 2. So
Yeah.
they need hits, right? Like they need hits. Like I'm still wondering with their release in this time in September if it's still really worth it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. But again, I'm not the biggest fan of the game because I've never played it. But I don't think it's the hit they need. I don't think it's a hit. I'm not saying it's going to flop, but I don't think that's the hit they need.
I would say otherwise, only for the fact of Control is actually their most profitable IP, unironically
No. But I'm saying what they need. They need a lot of money to compensate. Like Burley was saying that Alan Wake 2 just became profitable now, like 3 years later. That's not good. I'm saying I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game. I'm not saying it's going to flop. I'm saying it's not going to be what they need. They might need something that sells. Let's say I'm going to throw a number, okay? But they might need something that sells 10 million, but it's going to sell only 5, for example. I don't think it's going to reach not their expectations, their needs, because you have needs and then you have expectations. I don't even think it's going to reach their needs. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully I'm wrong. Because our good friend Zero the Bunny, he loves this universe. And for him, I want it to be a hit so we can have another game to play.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. How this particular game does, we'll see how it goes. I say they're fine because it's pretty much confirmed their next project is the Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. So
that's going to give money.
Yes.
Yeah, considering they're partnering with Rockstar and Take-Two with that one because they own the IP, unfortunately. I feel like they'll be fine. I feel like this game, even if it doesn't do everything they need for it right out the gate, I think they have that project lined up, and probably it's already deep in developments because they confirmed it's in full production. We just won't hear about it because apparently that's Rockstar's job to tell us about it now, apparently. So I think they'll be fine, but still, I'm curious how this game, given the stacked release it has, is going to overall do. So we'll just wait and see.
Alrighty. Now let's get to a story here that I know is going to make Herman Holst cry. The Horizon game is in danger. The multiplayer Horizon game is in danger of cancellation, which I am not surprised. Apparently, the Horizon Hunters Gathering, that's the name, I couldn't remember it, and just quickly re-skimming the article here. Apparently, this is like 95% of what they have been working on. It's not Horizon 3. Most of the team is all on this, and it's like, oh boy, and this game is not looking and doing well, and apparently they're rebooting it, and like, they have to through December to impress PlayStation execs, or this goes. Which it's like, yeah, I remember when it got revealed, I was like, I don't care. This is not. I like Horizon. I loved Horizon 1. I really enjoyed Horizon 2 or Forbidden West. I was like, I'm like, why? You have stuff from Horizon 2. Finish that. Go for the third game. I want to see where you're going to go with this. And it's like, as it's now going to be, it's like Horizon 3 is going to be a PS6 game. It's safe to say. We're gone are going to be the days you get a trilogy in one generation, or 2 games in one generation at this point.
True.
So, how does everyone here feel about this?
I'll just say I'm amazed that after all the live service cancellations they've had for games we didn't even know about until after the fact, they're still fucking trying. And
well, that's Herman Holst influence.
Yeah. I'm just like, I hate to say it, it's like if you think you're profitable IP, which is Horizon, I don't care either way. It's if you don't think that's gonna work, I feel like, come on now, why are you still fucking trying here? You really did not learn from Concord, and you're not learning from Marathon either. So, if this is, it's a good chance this game's gonna get delayed, and if this doesn't throw Herman Hulst under the bus after the fact, then I don't know what will. So, I don't. I'm calling it's gonna get canceled by the end of the year, and we're never gonna hear or see about it again.
Yeah, we were all. That's the opinion. Like I was actually super mean at the time with this game, but no one wanted this. What's going to happen with this game? Which they're going to adapt the characters. We won't. This is if this doesn't come out, doesn't mean we will never see them. I think they will grab these resources they already spent, like characters, voice acting, lines, all those things. And they're going to implement these on the next Horizon because they're going to be like, guys, we lost a bunch of money on something that's not going to come out. How do we try to make some money back? Let's make Horizon 3. That's when it's going to happen. Horizon 3, how don't we spend that much money on this game? Let's get to these assets and apply to the new game. So it's going to ruin, in my opinion, it's going to ruin what Horizon is because they're going to try to adapt a different type of game. I don't know I don't know specifically how they will do this, but I'm pretty sure they will get these assets. And yeah, no one wanted this. No one wanted this. Makes no sense. A fat woman in a survival environment makes no sense.
Well, that I can ignore that because that's just things of just trying different character models and whatever.
No, Burley, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. That's making things inclusive. That's making things inclusive.
I agree, but
Burley, sorry. If you want to put the fat person as the main character in a Resident Evil game, I'll accept it. Society, nowadays society, there's thin people, there's slim people, there's people with one arm, with no arm. There's society nowadays is acceptable. Burley, a post-apocalyptic world where everyone's fighting for survival. How the hell is there a fat person? There's no fat person in survival. If she's not surviving, she's thriving. She's better than everyone else in that game, in that world. Sorry, because she's fat. If she's fat, I mean she has food, she is wealthy, and everyone else is starving. I don't know. I don't. That was the main breaking point for me. Like, I'm not saying it can be a woman. Women can be fighters. We have the case Aloy. She's the main character. Great. But bro, that's not the design that you put in a survival game and in a post-apocalyptic world. For me, it makes no sense. Sorry about it. Sorry, you can continue now.
Well, no, it's all good. Fair enough. For me, that's not too offensive. That I can eye roll and shrug off. For me, it's more just, this is like, you're doing this, and if you use that art style, you go from Horizon 2, and even that forced up, like, because they delisted the PS4 version of Horizon to sell that PS5 enhanced version, graphical upgrade. Yeah. You go from those looking of Horizon 1 and Horizon 2, if you do the Horizon, the Hunter this one style for Horizon 3, it is so going to be a tone shift and graphical shift that it's like, I'm going to be like, what the hell are you, like, no, like, I'm sure they are going to reuse it and try to find some other, because they did the Lego game. I enjoyed that little Lego Horizon game. It was a fun little Lego game, but it was not the game that set the world afire. I didn't think it was. It was just, hey, you want to have fun, get an easy platinum, have fun with a little Lego game, do all this. Here you go.
Okay, I'll give you my thoughts on this game. So this is okay. When I first saw this, I was like, immediately, no. Like it just didn't fit. It didn't fit the, especially with the graphical change and the gameplay style. It's meant to be more of a group thing, and you go on with your friends and you play and you battle bosses and so on. I just didn't find it attractive in any way, comparatively to the source, meaning the origins of the game. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. I think I'm in line with you, Burley. I was like, I'm in my head, I'm like, why are you putting all these resources into this game? Just go to the third. We have a story that we need to finish. And I watched the video when they were showing all the artists working on this one, coming up with the art, doing all the work, and it kind of hurts because they're putting so many man hours, their life into it, their talents, their creativity into it, and it's in danger now. After all that, it's in danger of cancellation, right? That's got to hurt them more than anything. Someone here mentioned they might reuse it, or they might be able to do something with it in the future. I say, you know what they should do? They should make kind of like a Fallout Shelter type game meant for iOS, Android, and tablet. That way they can use those assets. They can make a game that's a clone of another game that's technically doing pretty good on those mobile platforms, and they don't lose out, and then they just concentrate on doing the third one. I'm not getting this. This is not up my alley. When I'm thinking Horizon and I'm thinking Aloy, I'm thinking action adventure and fighting in a world that's been killed by all these machines, right? Like that's what I see. Don't get me wrong, I love the art style. I'm not knocking it. I think it's great, but it is too big of a tone shift, just like you said, Burley. That's what I think about this. Like, it's maybe they can recoup. It doesn't surprise me if it gets canceled. It's not something I'm going to invest in, and I love the series.
All right. Anybody got anything else on Horizon?
Fire Harmon Halls. That's all we need to know.
Thank you,
gonna,
man.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I feel like this is finally that. It's gonna.
You almost made me spray my water all over the place.
Alrighty. Well, this next story, I think Bubufeld is not going to be as happy with. James Bond sequel 007 First Light not only guaranteed a sequel, but has now sold over 4 million copies. And their rumors is we're getting the Switch 2 release next month.
Yeah.
And I do have that, thanks to Fry and others in my community. I have that version and will be making a video letting you know how the Switch 2 version compares against the other versions when it does come in. So stay tuned on that. But yeah, no, this is great to see, because this was a game that we were excited. Kurok, Fry, and I have played, and we did a review on that.
Yeah.
Please do go check that out. That was a lot of fun making and talking about it. This was a game we were interested, but you were all wondering, like, how is this going to come out? How well is this going to be? And going from IO doing this, going from the Hitman doing it into James Bond, and it's like, oh, it actually comes out very well because they know what they're doing. They did unique stuff. They fit with the lore. It is lore. There's tons of stuff lore accurate and all that, and they do things very well
overall. And the game just was good. Period. You know, it was they took Hitman and made it work.
Yeah, and as the subline of the article, that's a lot of money, Penny.
Yeah.
But what are we all thinking here?
I'm just glad to see. Hopefully it reaches 007 million copies by the end of the year. That'd be pretty great. Yeah, I hope this does get Amazon now that they fully have the publishing rights to Bond. I hope this is they're inking up the details now to be like, all right, let's get the sequel out while they develop the inevitable new film with the director of Dune. So I'm be excited either way, because I know they still have a lot of post-launch content plans. So I think either way we'll have something to still look forward to. But Hopefully a sequel doesn't take 5 years, but it's all up in the air on that one. But I'm just glad to see the series is still doing good, and this found the right audience. So I'm very excited to see what they do next.
Oh yeah, and we're supposed to get, I think Lenny Kravitz is coming back, his character.
Oh, that's
coming
right.
back next month too.
Yeah.
The DLC for that.
Yeah, DLC for that, yeah.
So are things going to go his way? If you know the Lenny Kravitz song, you'll understand that little reference there.
Look, I'm happy. I'm happy with this one. Like Fry was saying about Amazon, Amazon getting the rights to the movie. I think it's a good time to, I'm not say connect universes. I don't think, despite the fact they're saying that the actor that plays James Bond in the game is a very big favorite. I'm not saying that you should connect universes. I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, they need to make a good movie, and a good movie will boost sales on this game. Oh, it's going to come out in a few years, obviously, but people will flock back to this one and the next one. And considering how the last James Bond finished with Daniel Craig, I think we need an official reboot. Like, let's go back all from zero, because new studio, we're going to do everything again. We can use villains that were used before, but to refresh their stories for a more modern era. So yeah, and this game does provide a good insight to that of the rebooting. You start with them as a trainee, and then as you keep going, and then at the end he gets the title. So yeah, there's still one copy. They're gonna have 4,000,001 copies, because I need to buy this game. I need to buy it because I can't be like the only one here that didn't play it, and you guys were having so much fun with it. So I wanted to reach 7 million, so Kiro can do his magic with some thumbnail of 007 million. He's gonna do something beautiful. So, and when the DLC comes out, maybe Fubufeld comes back. We never know.
Yeah, maybe 00 Fry. We'll just have to wait and see on that one.
This was confirmed as a game key card on the Switch 2, right? You should know, Burley, because I think you pre-ordered it, right?
Yeah, it is a game key card.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
so the game's going to be massive, right?
Well, yeah, but it was massive, but it wasn't that massive like on PC. Like, I believe, give me if I'm wrong, I think this was like a 60, 70 gig game on PC compared to like 100 and plus. But I might be.
I could find out for you. Give me 1 second.
I'm about them hitting that mark, this milestone. I think it's great. What is it?
It's 53 on PC.
Okay, right, so it's not that big. They could fit it on a 64 gig card, but
I also don't like this thing. Because of pricing, and Nintendo is giving them the cheaper option, these companies are going to go.
They're going to go for it. Yeah,
I don't blame them on a business perspective. I don't blame them, and you know what? If it keeps us getting us physical versions of these games, I will take it over at least
a copy that I can put into an envelope and mail out to Fubu if I wanted to. It'll still work.
Exactly. That's the thing. At least they're not doing it as bad as Activision, where with some of the Call of Duty Modern Warfares, where it was a 170 megabyte file on the Blu-ray disc. And that gives you the install. That's all that it was. It was like, really? You have a Blu-ray disc, you can't put any more on there? Activision's like, nah, we don't care.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's good news, man. It's happy news. I like the fact that they're still selling and they're still doing well. I remember when it was hitting 2 million, right? I think we reported on that. So this is double that. It's great.
Yeah.
And to know that it's coming out on Switch 2, that actually opens the door to even making the numbers much larger, which is great. Because you're going to have people who have bought a Switch 2, and their driving force might not be that they're a gamer, but maybe they're a gamer, but they don't like the Switch 2 because they consider it to be a device for their kids, right? Now they might go, well, I didn't buy it on PC. Maybe I could play this on the go. they'll end up spending the money on the Switch 2 instead. And I think it opens a door to a different branch of what the type of people that can enjoy the game, and also add to the fact that it's going to get to that 007 million mark. I love it. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah. And also to add is the Switch 2 is still going to be the cheapest console out of the three. So if
That's
you just
true.
wanted to buy that version and get a console, that's the option as well. As long provided it's a good port, but I'm sure it'll be fine no matter what.
Well,
I'm trying. No one buys my Steam Deck.
There you go.
Not
Yeah, post in the comments section. Will you buy Fubu's Steam Deck or send him a Switch 2? He's not picky. He will give you either option is acceptable to Fubu. And if he is picky, just let me know and I'll have a conversation with him.
Sounds good.
Now here this next story here. I know this is going to be like Christmas morning for Kirok in a sense.
Once it comes out.
Unboxing videos of the Steam Frame have been leaked, giving us a closer look at the long-awaited VR headset. So,
yeah. So I've been I'll start off on this. I've been waiting for this thing forever. Out of all, if you guys recall, when Steam dropped the bombshell that they were coming out with 3 new pieces of hardware: the Steam Machine, the controller, and the Steam Frame. I'm not a fan of the name too much, but whatever. And I was like, oh my God, VR is what I've been waiting for. I still have in the other room my VR PC setup from 2016, a decade ago. And it's rocking the HTC Vive, the original HTC Vive that HTC and Steam partnered together to build. And then eventually they split and HTC started making their own virtual headsets while Steam made its own. It made the Valve Index, I believe. I think they should have called this like Index 2 or something like that. I think they should have kept with that naming convention. That's a personal opinion. But the fact that this stuff is leaked obviously shows, yes, this thing is real, this thing is coming out, and it's probably imminent. It's probably something that's going to be coming out, I think, before the end of the year. I would say it wouldn't be surprising if this hits, say, October, November timeframe, right for Christmas time. But I think what will make it or break it is the price. And seeing as how they killed the price, and I mean in a bad way killed the price on the Steam Machine, I am very scared. I am very scared about what this is going to be. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is going to be no less than $3,000, no more than $3,500. That's what I think.
Are you going USD or Canadian there?
I would say Canadian. So what's that? 25 to 2,800, 24 to 2,800.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah,
2,300 to 2,700, maybe.
According to Google, 3,000 Canadian is almost 2,200 USD.
Okay. And the reason I price this higher than the Steam Machine is because it is something you wear on your head. It's got 2 lenses, 2 screens internally, or maybe it's one big. I didn't look at the the exact specs, but it's self-sufficient, meaning you can play without a PC, or you can play on a PC and then broadcast to it, which is actually probably going to give you better results. And it's got wireless built in, so you could do it wirelessly rather than having a wire built. It's ready to go with the Steam Machine if you have a Steam Machine. And if you have a game that is VR compatible in your VR and 2D compatible in your Steam Deck or your Steam Machine on an SD card, you could pop that sucker out, pop it into the Vive, what's it called? Steam Frame. I said Vive.
Yeah.
In the Steam Frame and continue that game in VR. So those are massively good features. Like, they're great features when you consider a headset, a virtual headset. So that's why I kind of lean to the highest priced out of all of them. And I think after the Armageddon or whatever started, there's no it's an obvious reason why they kind of left this one for last, right? Like they went with the controller, and the controller was pricey, but not out of the reach of everyone. The Steam Machine dropped. It's it's costs more than any console you can buy, right? And now this thing, it's gonna be a pricey thing. But you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, yeah, but look at Apple's. Apple's is like $6,000 Canadian. Ours is cheap. Ours is a deal. You could buy 2 of ours. Right?
True.
So what Kirok is saying is start selling your Steam trading cards and get that money in your Steam wallet right now.
But I watched a couple of these videos. It's pretty cool how there are some that show the setup and how to sign in with your Steam account on them. There are some that show the unboxing and then putting on. I'm looking forward to it as long as it's affordable. Anyways, you were going to say something, Fryman?
Yeah. I was just going to add on to what you were saying to a degree. It's like the other side of it too is to why it was shown last probably isn't just that it was probably going to be as expensive, but it's like in comparison to the 3, it's the hardest sell because VR is a very hard sell because most people would buy the Steam controller because it's a controller. Everybody uses that.
Right.
Most people would buy the Steam machine because it's a PC. It's too expensive, but it's a PC, and I can do a lot with a PC. In VR, unfortunately, no matter what kind of support it gets, it's still considered a novelty at this point. Still, it's a nice add-on to have, but if this was your only way, if this was the only thing you would say used for like gaming, okay, I think there's something wrong with you personally.
No, you're right.
But I get the appeal of it though. It's like I do like VR, but hang on. Really.
You don't expect me to play all those adult games on Steam on a 2D screen? Come on,
man. I understand. I understand.
He needs to have his hands free.
Hands free.
Oh my God, what's going on here? Sorry.
It's
I don't buy those adult games.
Yeah, not yet.
On Steam.
Not yet.
On Steam. On Steam.
I mean, come on now. It's like we all know. We all know you're a Switch 2 man. We know that.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like because that unfortunately are there, but what I was saying was it was definitely this is the one that probably they were that's why they probably showed it last given everything. The other side of it too is like while it's hypothetically could be that price, they'll probably do what they did with the Valve Index where you can buy it in pieces, like you can just buy the headset or just buy the controller separately or whatever else connector that might come with it, because if I remember that was how they did it. They sold it to you either do you want just the headset, be probably for replacement, or do you want the controllers for replacement or just the whole thing. That could be the price hypothetically for the full thing if you wanted everything.
Yeah.
But the headset could be probably around I would say the headset hypothetically could sit and the controllers could sit in that price range of like, half the price of like the Steam machine or around it, because obviously the headset's the most valuable one. Like the connectors and the controllers, not so much. I wouldn't be surprised if the controllers are the price of this thing right now in USD. I could see them doing that.
Yep.
But
that's a good point.
I am curious though still. Like I do like VR. I have a MetaQuest 2 or I think I do, yeah, MetaQuest 2, one of the wireless ones. I think it's a solid little thing. I just don't use it very often. So I'd say it's like, Valve has a chance to get more of that market, especially now because you can't buy a Valve Index anymore. So I hope this does at least capture an audience. I'm just curious how the price and everything is going to go. And hopefully, we get a lot more support for VR here soon. Especially, there's always a good game that comes out here every so often for VR.
Yeah.
Half-Life Alyx is still, in my opinion, one of the best VR experiences you can have along with Beat Saber. And I do have Metro Awakening, which I want to play, but it has spiders in it, so I'm scared not. I don't want to play it for that, but eventually I'll get over it.
What about Resident Evil 4 VR?
What about it?
You should try Skyrim. Skyrim's so good in it. I was
I
shocked.
I did try on PSVR. I did own that at one point, and it looked cool. It's just a game like Skyrim is not a game I would I would play the entirety of Skyrim in VR unless I felt like, all right, I can do this. I'm a badass. I'm gonna do it. Look at me, Merple. I'm the cool guy here. You stick to your you stick to your non VR.
I was going to say I played and finished Myst, the new release of Myst in it, and it was a dream come true. But
I would imagine, that a game like that is perfect for VR. A game like Skyrim,
I liked it. It was good, but it's you get fatigued quick. You can't sit there and play 8 hours.
Yeah. Honestly, a game like that with VR is not going to be a worthwhile experience until I say this. Both with like a little concern, but also like genuine excitement. Unless we start getting VR on the quality of like in the movie Ready Player One, I just don't see a VR game really getting to that point. But it does scare me when we do get to that point because there will be some people who are going to spend the rest of their life there, and that scares me a little.
That's where you wear the poop suit.
No. No.
Oh no! I was gonna say, I know a way to get Kirok to buy this day one, even if it is at a high price. They give you Oblivion remastered.
Oh, dude,
free with it.
Unironically, I play Fallout in VR 100%.
Oh, it's available. You can do it. Fallout 4.
Oh, yeah, that's my problem. I don't like.
Give me 3 or give me 3 or New Vegas in VR and.
Yeah. I'll play the remasters of those.
I'm pretty sure there are ways to mod stuff, but whatever.
Yeah, that's just me.
I honestly don't touch VR. I'm not a VR type guy. I'm not. I get motion sickness very, very easily, so I don't even touch it. I really don't have a horse in this race.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good. But
yeah. I can understand that.
I will say, I do sometimes have that out-of-body experience, the uncanny valley of like, oh, hey, my arm's here. I can do that. And it's like, sometimes my mind goes, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
I'm actually interacting in the world because when I tried Bone Lab at one point, I'm like, this is kind of cool. But I'm also like, this fucking feels weird.
Only once have I ever gotten sick with it, and it is no fun. It is no fun. When it hits you, you're out for a few hours, just like lying down, feeling ill. So
I know the feeling. So that's why I don't even touch it. Like there was a time they were like when the first PSVR came out. They were trying to
push that up,
and it was on the store that I usually go. It was on the floor, so people could decide to try it out. And I was looking at my best friend was like, don't you even fucking dare. I'm like, no, I might even get pink eye out of here. I don't know what these people have in their eyes. So I didn't even try it. So yeah, it's not for me. I don't look, if you have fun, go for it. But I think it is very dangerous if you get completely immersed in the game. Because like you just put like this and you stay like this for hours and hours and hours, and your brain will go, and you have that case with people that play World of Warcraft, for example, and their life becomes the game, and they forget about everything else, their family, their work, their kids, whatever. So I think gaming is good. This is going a step too far because it's creating alternative universes that seem too real because you are there.
Yeah, no, I never got into VR. I tried it. It was the year that the Medieval remake came out and Control 1. I only remember this because
2019.
2019, yeah. Because Black Friday in the one mall me and my parents went, PlayStation had set up and had this area for the VR, and I tried it. I'm like, oh yeah, you couldn't buy the VR right there, but they were outright for a store chain that no longer exists here in Canada called Source.
The Source, yeah.
No, the one phone company owned them. That was their arm of just selling retail. And they're like, oh, you can go right over there and buy one of them. this is neat, but this is not something. And I said, especially because I was there because the guys arrived late to set this up. They were supposed to have this all for like 9 a.m. and get this done until like 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I said, I don't want to play. I was like, I don't have that much room. I'm in a small apartment and spend 10 to 15 minutes setting up the VR, playing for an hour or two, then getting rid of this, taking all this time to unset it up. Like, that's the appeal of these headsets, especially this. It's just set it up and go, and it's got its own thing. Or if I'm near my PC, link it, and they have the whole new linking technology kind of with the whole puck with the controller. That is cool. That interests me, but price is the thing. And this thing, you might get it for $1,000 or just under $1,000 USD. It ain't going to be under $1,000 here in Canada.
No.
If it does, I will be shocked. And I want it to happen. Like, I want it to go for like, $399 US, 400 something Canadian, because I'll be sending a Kirok a DM, or we'll just have in the DM group that we do DM group. Kirok being like, it's here, it's here. And Kirok will buy the thing. Send us videos of him recording it.
I'd buy one and send one to each of you guys if it was that price.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah. Oh, we'll see. But I think you're right, Kirok, on like October, November. Yeah. This is the time it's gonna start releasing. Now.
And then Rockstar releases a update to GTA6, so it's playable on this.
That's way after the PC release, if it does get one.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll test the ground with GTA 5 on PC.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And Rockstar Ping Pong 2027.
I love, table tennis was such a good game.
Table tennis, yeah. Alrighty, but let's go to our next story here. So, as you know earlier, Compulsion and Double Fine end up separating from Microsoft and Xbox. They are now officially completely gone from them and separated, and they own all their IPs, both companies, which is really, really nice to see that they got to keep their IPs. So I'm curious to see in the case of Compulsion, what they do, because even though I never played South of Midnight, it did get some good things talked about it. If I'm not mistaken, it won one award. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to see that, okay, they broke free. It's not Microsoft sitting here hoarding the IP, because let's be honest, Microsoft has bought in so many IPs in the Xbox. They are sitting, especially with Rare, they've got a gold mine of just games they could make small digital releases or cheaper AA releases and get out there that they're never going to touch, never do anything. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's nice to see. But what do you all think?
This is positive news. Like, this is good. This is super happy. All I'm going to say is I did buy South of Midnight. I have not played it yet, so it's not Kirok affected. I have to launch it still. But what kind of sucks, or what makes me feel bad, is that the guy in the article, or the people who developed South of Midnight said that they're now officially gone, or separated from Microsoft. And that they've kept their IP, so anything that you buy that is a game of theirs, they reap the rewards, they get the profits, they get the benefits. And I'm like, freaking hell, I should have waited. Since I haven't played it, I should have bought it now, so they get the most out of it. But that's nor here nor there. So
yeah, no, I get you, Kirog. I'm happy for them, especially Double Fine. They're one of my personal favorite devs. I really love their games. I love Grim Fandango. I love Psychonauts, both of them, and Brutal Legend. And I need to play whatever that one other point and click game they made. But I'm just glad they're around still.
Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah. Besides Day of the Tentacle, I think it was
That one is a funny game. That one I have.
Yeah. I will probably play it. I'll probably look it up and remember the name, but either way though. But it's just like, yeah, I love their style. I love their games. So I'm glad they still get to exist somewhat, and I do give praise to Microsoft that instead of just closing them down or selling them to another studio, mostly, I feel like it's nice that they were willing to work with the devs and not just go straight to, yeah, we're gonna write you off, have you closed down, and reap your studio of what talent there is and use it for our stuff. I give a little bit of credit there. They definitely that's definitely better than a lot of other shit that's been going on, especially with layoffs in the gaming industry. Now just fire Matt Booty and I will forgive you for all your sins, Asha Sharma. But we'll see how that goes still. But yeah, I'm just glad there's some good news still, especially with how the industry has been going towards this entire year. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Double Fine does, and as well as Compulsion does, because I did play South of Midnight for Game Pass. I thought it was fine. It wasn't too bad. Like, it's a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's decent. Definitely worth playing at least once.
The other thing I want to say is, I did mention that this is great news. It's good. They're moving. They're separating. So I want to bring to the surface the fact that it means that even though they may have suffered some layoffs potentially, the talent and the legacy of those developer companies, Double Fine and what's the other one?
Compulsion.
Are still there. Technically, they're still intact. What do I mean by this? I've mentioned this before on the show. If there was a game I played and I loved, Saboteur, beautiful game, and I still played it. And I replayed it, and I actually posted it on my YouTube channel a couple of years back. And it was made by Pandemic Games, if I'm not mistaken. Pandemic was bought by EA, and Pandemic was scuttled. They just basically got rid of them. And I, to this day, because I love that game so much from Pandemic Studios, still feel sadness and cry on the inside when I'm like, man, I really want another one. Yes, the IP's technically now belongs to EA, but it's probably a game that's never, ever going to be remade. That original team that had that vision and that talent is gone forever. And that's why I'm happy when I hear things like this. It's like that this team at least has transitioned over, or these two teams have at least transitioned over to developers, and their teams are somewhat intact and able to continue and carry on that legacy and carry on their ideas and potentially with their IPs, so potentially release new versions of them, which is, I'm so happy with this news.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to be talking some positive stories this year.
Change, yeah.
Because we've had a lot of, like, last week we had a positive topic of the show, and we were all happy for once having a positive topic on the show. But it's been nice so far this episode, just having some positive stories. Yeah, topic of the show: Grand Theft Auto 6. There's multiple stories in this. The first story, starting off with the latest GTA 6 leak confirms the leaker has or had access to a playable build, and rumors is that they're going to release this build within a couple days. And it's like, dude, like, you are playing with fucking fire on this.
Oh yeah,
like, that's like, whatever Rockstar did to you, like, if you are not happy with the whole, I'm not happy with them going digital only and then doing the increase and being like, there's two versions of the game. There's the poor version, you brokey, and then there's the real version, give us fucking more money edition. Like, fuck you, Rockstar, on that. Like, I am not for that. I do not like that. I get it. If you are not happy with that, I understand that. You can say your stuff on it and stuff like that, post on social media and being like, no, Do not buy. We need to stand together. If we don't give them money, it hurts them, and they learn they can't do this. Taking a version of this and throwing it out there. Rockstar is not something like these other companies. They will be litigious on your ass.
Mm.
They will sue you into oblivion. They do not care about you.
Mm-hmm. Which I believe that's the other story in regards to this whole situation.
Yeah.
Which is they've subpoenaed. There it is. They've subpoenaed records from both Microsoft and Discord in an attempt to track down the leaker as to who they are and, pursue legal action against them, which, yeah, no shit, of course they would. It's like, despite how you might feel about the leaks in general or GTA 6, it's like, by all accounts, this is against the law. So,
yeah, it is.
Like Burley said, you are playing with fire, my dude. So, I hope you're ready, but it's an odd developing story, and it's just, I'm not too surprised, though, that a leak like this happens, given that next week is the extended look at the for the gameplay for a change, but that hasn't changed. I guess it's changed now, in all honesty, because now everyone's getting to see the game early. But to be fair, this game's been leaked already multiple times. Like, when it first got shown, it got leaked. There was a whole 2022 leak, and that's when the whole game that was even more in development than what's been leaking now was shown for the first time. So I'm not surprised, sadly. It's just sad it had to happen, because despite, again, how you feel about GTA 6, a leak like this is not good for really anyone involved. For us, the consumers, though, hey, we get to see the game, and it was real. It's just like, this is terrible, but the other side to it, though, which is Burley mentioned, why they decided to do this, there's one part of the story I will point out that wasn't covered, which is, as much as their initiative is for, the digital release and, scrapping the physical and giving you a code in the box, there's another side to it. If you've seen the videos from the leaker themselves that do get spread around, turns out they're also selling a cryptocurrency, because there is a QR code in most of the videos that is being shown around, and if you scan it, it literally does take you to a cryptocurrency they themselves are selling. So this is more so you're trying to make money and trying to push a narrative for the physical only people who are against this game. Yeah. So no matter what, it's a shitty situation no matter what, but everyone is doing what they want to do. And we've lost Fubu.
We did? Oh, yeah, we lost connection, yeah.
Oh. It's Rockstar. They came after him.
they found the leaker.
Oh no.
So you're saying Merple planted evidence that it was Fubu.
Yeah. I think, this, at the end of the day, when you boil it down, it's against the law. And so now whoever this guy is, he's going to have to deal with the wrath of Rockstar. And they're not going to rest easy. Like, they'll figure out a way to find this guy, especially if they're doing things like subpoenas with Discord and Microsoft. And I didn't know the part about the QR code in the video. So this guy who's leaked it, or this guy or guys, is trying to make money off this, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, they're trying to do that, and they're trying to rally support from the people who are against this game because it's pushing back. Okay, because digital, and also like how they're releasing the game with the $80 poor person version and the $100 get everything best edition, obviously. So it's just like, I understand that part of it, but the fact of the matter that they're trying to sell a fucking product as well, it's like you're hurting your message, but I'm not surprised, really.
Isn't that a breadcrumb trail that will just lead right back to them? Like, how crazy or stupid can they be? Like,
yeah, I guess
that's like me making a website and then putting the website there, and who's the owner? 2 seconds.
Yeah. And it's like, if you're shilling for some cryptocurrency, it's just like they're gonna find you eventually.
Yeah.
It's
like,
you're sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's it. Go ahead. I'm done.
I was gonna say, like, you're leaving digital crumbs to find you. You can do your best to double back, put fake addresses in there and stuff to do it. They're going to find you. They are going to, and we got Fubu back. They are going to
Ray,
spend
there you
all the money they can to find you.
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
whether it might not, they might not get to you this week. They might not find you next week. They will find you.
I will find you.
They will soon, and you trying to profit off this just makes it even easier of a case for the lawyers are like, they're trying to sell a cryptocurrency through this, through the leaks on this. Oh, yeah. We can now just add that charge on there. We can add this. We can add this. The lawyer's like, smell that money. I can just smell. You know, our retainer and all this extra things. So we're just only going to bill Rockstar this. We can get to bill them this and this for all this extra work.
So I think there's a double-sided coin to it. They're going to find him and they're going to fry the guy. Sorry, Fryman. They're going to fry the guy to make sure that guy learns his lesson. And in case there's any damages, which technically there's damages now because the deal between them and Netflix is kind of soured, right?
Yeah, and the stock did go down.
Too. So they're gonna fry this guy if they catch him legally in the court, and but they need to follow through. And the other part of it is the second part of the coin. They need to follow through to make an example of him or her or whoever it is. They need to, because that will show everyone else who might have a bad opinion about the cheap the poor game, the po game versus the rich game, and the digital versus no physical, right? They need to make an example because that will prevent or scare anyone else from trying the same thing. And they have the money to do that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just hopefully that happens, but leaks, unfortunately, are just going to keep happening depending on what game it is, sadly.
True.
Yeah.
So
Rockstar is more litigious, and they're going to do it to make an example of this person. They have to, because if you don't let this one go, there are going to be 5 other people just before November doing it, because they're going to be like, Rockstar didn't do anything on this. We can do this. We can get away with this. We can fight back. We can do this. We can potentially make money off this.
So, see, however this leak occurred, right? Whatever the mechanism was that it happened, whether it was a group that hacked in or whether there was an insider potentially, a bad agent working on the inside and leaking stuff out. Those people who did this they're living a short-sighted mindset, because they're probably gonna, whoever's saying, hey, can you get this, we'll pay you X amount of dollars if you can leak this to us, and that guy's just looking at the money there going, not thinking that if they get nailed or if they get screwed, that it's not gonna, it'll be that money that they gained out of doing the bad deed is a molehill compared to a mountain of trouble that they're going to be into. They're not thinking the big picture. Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say Merkel disappeared from the podcast and leaks start to show up. So I don't know if there's a connection.
Well, actually, let's. I'm just reporting him to Rockstar. We'll split the cut. If it is Merple, we'll split the cut 4 ways. Don't worry.
This is.
Hello, Randy. I got a way you can get back in with Take 2 higher ups. Guy Merple the Purple 95. He's the link.
Oh no.
Okay, Ray. Thank you. You were saying?
Poor guys at work. His ears must be burning.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I can't wait till the comment section when he watches this.
No, but okay, no, more serious. This is a big grave that he's making. This is a big grave. Like, this is not some company. This is one of the biggest gaming companies out there, and you are leaking their biggest project ever in terms of finance. Bro, they just put the Liam Nielsen taken. I will fund you.
I will find you.
And whatever, I don't know the line. You know what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah,
This is that they're gonna send. He's gonna be hunted. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's in America, and he's gonna be hunted. Like there's gonna be people. It's gonna be like John Wick 3, and the assassin's gonna be after him to try and get the guy. Because
Well, funny you mentioned. Rockstar just tweeted 5 minutes ago. They have hired John Wick and Liam Neeson to hunt.
double team up. No, he's an immortal. Look, I don't agree with what he's doing, but let's be honest. First of all, he shouldn't be a martyr for all other gamers by doing this, and second, I don't think it's going to be like. Yeah, it's bad. Like Rockstar does look bad. It's going to sour the connection between them and Netflix, because now Netflix might have lost a little bit of that exclusive that they were going to show. There's not, it's not good business wise. They don't look good, but it's not going to affect them. It's not going to change their way of working. Like, they're going to go digital. It's not going to change their mind. I don't think the guy should have done this unless like there's a sure way that he's not going to get caught. Like if he's 100% sure he's not going to get caught, he ruined his life.
Yeah.
Really, and I don't know if you heard, because you did lose out there for a bit.
Yeah.
He was putting in, Fry had said, putting in the leaks, putting a link like with a QR code. If you click it, scan it, buy his cryptocurrency and stuff. So he's trying to profit off this. It's like,
and he's using the physical and digital against digital movement to kind of like get support and whatnot. I'm like, whatever message you tried to push there, it's already gone, bro. I don't give a shit.
It went out the window when you're trying to sell. Like if you wasn't trying to make money off it, I'd have a better time believing it. You're trying to profit off this. That you're just like, you're no better than them. So don't. We'll go to the next story on this. GTA 6 already has made 400+ million from pre-orders. Apparently.
Yeah.
Who could have guessed? No shit, GameStop. And apparently most of the pre-orders are of the higher edition.
I told
the
you
Ultimate
guys.
Edition.
Did I say that last week that people were going to go for that one? Because
you did.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I'd say when the proper gameplay gets shown next week, those pre-orders are going to quadruple pretty much, because certain people who are on the fence, if it looks good, they'll get the game.
Okay, Fryman, I need you to keep my credit card. I'm going to give it to you, and don't give it back until like 2 weeks later, until the FIFA is done. Okay.
So it's all right. I'm gonna put it in this nice little envelope. Gonna share the shot and then lock it key. All right, I got you, buddy. Don't you worry. I'll keep it away from Merple because I know he'll use it.
Well, Merple can use it to buy Wolverine. I'll let him buy Wolverine.
You guys are still handing out.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna.
You guys are still exchanging physical credit cards. It should be digital. You should take photos and post it up on what's that secure site? Instagram. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Let me just Instagram my MasterCard.
That way I can never forget the number.
Alrighty, and then the last story we have in here for this. Rockstar Games force crunch to appease executives, says former Red Dead designer. Yeah, not surprised in that people have been also saying, like, yeah, they're forcing, you're in here back 5 days a week, you're not working a 40-hour work week, you're working way more than that.
Yeah, which I think they've been trying to push that a while ago, because that was allegedly why the game got delayed from May to November, is because of, or not just May to November, I think because it was going to come out in 2025. That's why it got delayed to 2026, is they wanted to crunch and get the game out for that time, but everyone wanted the work from home initiative to stay, so they allowed it, and that's why it got delayed, inevitably. And then it got delayed again for other reasons. So, yeah, I'm not surprised, though, especially now that they're probably doing this. So,
Well,
hopefully it'll pay it off, I guess.
They've always done, like, they did it with Red Dead. They've done it with other Grand Theft Auto games in the past.
Yeah, and I think I remember they were even crunching for Max Payne 3 back in the day, because I saw an interview from a former Rockstar dev that worked on Max Payne 3, that he noticed a lot of the animation team was literally falling asleep at work due to having to work 100-hour consistent days or weeks, and legitimately they were falling asleep at their desk animating a very basic scene where Max Payne would go to a bar and sip his drink, and then literally they told him, just go home and sleep, I won't take it out of your PTO. So it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised that even nowadays, where people are trying their best to not overwork their employees, I'm not surprised Rockstar is still doing it, especially with Red Dead 2, where a lot of the senior staff apparently also worked 100 plus hours to get that game to come out for its October 2018 release.
Isn't the game done? Isn't it in gold? The gone gold, like, or are they just
No.
No.
That is a misconception of that. The game is up for pre-order, so that means the game is gold.
Yeah. No, the game is probably in its final debugging and polish phase, potentially. We'll see, because I know Jason Schreier just reported that it's not done yet, but it's nearing completion. And then when it goes gold, that means it's ready to release. But when it goes gold, it's normally when the last month or two before its release is when we're going to hear about it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is ready to go gold, but there's probably some polish that's just not there, so they're going to rely on patches to fix it, which has happened before, given it's an open world game. So yeah, I will.
3 months away, right?
Yeah, 3 months away.
Yeah.
So
insert the Avengers Doomsday clock down.
yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say there is some, because of the leaked clips going around, which allegedly was from an old build, there are some that had their opinions about it where it didn't look that impressive because, yeah, it showed you the most boring stuff probably with no connective tissue to it. Like a guy, the main character playing basketball at his house. That was one of the clips I saw. Or getting in a car and getting into road rage and then beating a guy up for no reason, which looked pretty funny. If I'm being honest with you, it looked funny. Well, it looked decent still. Like it looked like a finished game, although the color contrast looks bad. So probably because it's an HDR file or something, so it looks bad. But yeah, they showed the more boring stuff, and then people are having their opinions about, yeah, it looks like GTA. Like, what do you guys expect? It looks like a GTA game. Did you expect the world to be set on fire? Maybe Rockstar did, but I don't know. That's Twitter and whatnot. But I think it looks fine though, based on what I saw. The real version of it is we'll hopefully see it next week still. But as far as we know, there's no delays that have been announced for it, or they're not pulling the Netflix reveal either. So everything remains to be seen what they're going to do. But considering they're a little close to launch, I don't potentially see a delay. Even with the leaks out there, they probably are whatever about it. Their legal team's dealing with it. The developers are still doing what they can to get the game ready. So who knows?
I still said it's going to be delayed.
Yeah.
I still say I'm beating that horse. I'm going to say
that's fair.
They're gonna...
Well, can you elaborate a little though, just for fun?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. First of all, sure. Of course, I have to. First of all, yeah. If they want to force people to go back to the office, it means the game is delayed. They need to bring people in, because it's easier to implement the crunch culture. It's in the word culture, so it's not something for this game. It has happened to many other games and different companies, right? So that's why it's called culture. Yeah, people will want to come back. Like even if and if they are forced to come back, they won't produce as they would at home. And even if they force them to stay longer hours, like the 100 week hours, it's still not either the game is going to be delivered on November, that's going to go out on November, but it's going to be a buggy mess because, bro, there is nothing worse than having staff unhappy working. They're not going to be even half of what they do. They will produce half of what they're capable. This on a business standpoint, like you can try to force them, but forcing is not good. Where they will produce the best is on their own terms. In this case, working from home. If they're doing their, even if they can do some crunch time at home instead of doing 8 hours a day or let's say 40 hours a week, they can go to 50 or 60, let's say, increase. Like your home, you don't need to waste time doing the commute to work. So people can accept it a little bit more. But no, you have to do the commute. And it's not, I'm lucky with my commute. My commute is about 12 minutes. And you guys think, oh, you live next to your work? No, I don't live close to my work. It's still a little bit far away. I can't go by foot to my work. It's still a little bit far away, but it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out. That's half an hour of my life. So yeah, I'm good. I'm happy with that. Now imagine people that have to go like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, go with the car, get the bus, get the train. Like that's stressful. And then going to work, bro, before you clock in, because you have to deal with people, you're already pissed off. Now imagine having to do that, leaving your family, leaving your pets, not having enough time to like do the chores in the house, like prepare dinner, lunch for the next day. Like I don't suffer from that problem. I do know a lot of people that suffer from these problems, don't have enough time for them. It's basically their house, it's only to sleep because they don't have time for everything. So if they force to do that, they won't produce what they are expecting to be produced. So that's what I'm telling you. They either will leave people at home doing the home office stuff and they will work happily, and the game might be done by November. Because if they do indeed force people to go to the office and force them to do crunch again 100 hours a week, bro, that game, if it comes out in those conditions, it's going to be a buggy, terrible mess. So the best way to save face and not deliver an underpowered product, like when it was a CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk, to save face, the best way will be to, okay, let's delay 6 more months so people can stay home and have a work-life balance type of situation. So that's my argument, where I still believe that this game is going to be delayed.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
You know what? I'd rather see that more so, not for, I mean, for a better game, yes, but more so for the sanity and health of the people who are being asked to do the crunch culture part. You know, that's why I say that. But you know what's going to happen? They're gonna sell once the game is released, whether it is in November or whether it is 6 months later. The game's going to sell. Well, it already has pre-orders, but let's say they're going to report on how the game is done within the first month or two, and it's going to be gangbusters. It's going to be great, and then they're going to fire.
Oh, they're going to give you the first 24 hours.
Yeah,
they're going to tell you because they do it every time Rockstar has released the last couple of games.
But they're going to go, thanks for the crunch, guys. Now get out the door.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Like, just, anyways, I think you were going to say something, Fry, weren't you?
Yeah. The only thing I'd say is based on what was presented, as well as what Fubu said. The only thing I would really say, I don't believe it's going to get delayed, mainly because now it's like, okay, you're literally nearing release. And let's be fair, I don't think these leaks are also going to affect release either, because no games have really gotten delayed because of leaks. The opposite is they come out quicker, funny enough, because it happened to Last of Us 2, and I remember that day. They delayed it because of COVID, game leaked, and then they brought it out in June, which was past its original May release date, if I'm not mistaken. But, so...
This is a very easy one for Rockstar. This is a very easy one. If you delay the game so that you allow your employees to stay home doing the homework, home office work. You look like a company that has principles, that worries about the well-being of their employees, which is the most important thing for a company, you know.
Mhm.
And at the same time, you say, since the game was delayed, let's say 6 months, we're going to put physical copies. Bro, if you do these two things, they win the world. They win the world,
Yeah.
and their sales, their pre-orders not going to quadruple. It's going to be tenfold or 20-fold, because people like to support a company that it's not greedy, that takes care of its employees. And then by showing that they are a company that worries about their staff, the best people will want to go like, okay, maybe I'll get 20K less at the end of the year, but I'm going to have quality of life. And the older generation, us millennials, okay, we want to work, like we want money. That's us. But the newer generation, Gen Z and so on, they value quality of life over money. They do that. So they have to think on the future programmers, because if you have to go work at your office, crunch time, there's going to be a talent new developer that's going to be like, screw that, I'm not going to that company because they treat us like robots. I'm going to go somewhere else, and they lose a great asset. And the best case is Expedition 33. Ubisoft didn't take care of their stuff. They left, created their own studio, made one of the best games ever. You know,
True.
that's the thing. You have to think. I know money is important now, but a company like Rockstar has to think in the future. That's the way I would put it. If I was leading, I would delay the game, mostly because I want to be right and laugh at your face when I'm right. That's what I'm.
I see how it is. All right. Well, all right. So now I'm going to say I'm going to laugh at your face when I'm right, because it doesn't get delayed.
We'll laugh together. It's okay.
Yeah, sure. The only thing I was going to add, though, is like, as much as we're hearing about it now, someone who's also worked in an office and has had to work from home to some degree, the only side of it I will say that you're not entirely wrong, but also not right, Fubu, is when you work from home, believe it or not, your productivity does go down. Just a little bit. Your quality of life improves, but your productivity goes down, which is half the reason why these developers are. It's not just Rockstar, it's other developers that finally push the work from home to being just optional and not needed.
You're right, because the company, that's like when I'm talking with my manager. My manager is like, you have to do stuff. Okay, man, I have to. No, we pay you. You have to work the 8 hours. That's not what it should be, but you have to work the 8 hours. First of all, I don't have work for 8 hours. Even if I did everything on my department alone, it would not cover 8 hours. Then we have to spread it because there's free shifts. But I do understand as a business point. I'm not paying someone to be on their phone on TikTok. No, I'm paying you to work. I do understand it. And when you are home, there is a very, very high percentage of you getting distracted. And the perfect example for me is when I was doing during COVID. Before COVID, I started my not masters, the year before masters. I did I was studying. The first half of the year was present, and the second half, because of COVID, was online classes. And my productivity, because I was supposed to be in classes, like I was looking like this, like here, but my PlayStation was running here, and I was like, okay, let me hear my hands are not showing, and I was like this, look, and I wasn't paying attention to what my professor was saying, you know. And I do understand that work is exactly the same thing. You are home, you get distracted by a friend that calls, your kids. Your cat throws up, and you have to go clean it, and you just say, I'm going to the bathroom, and you go and you're doing something else. I do understand what you're saying, Fryman, and you are 100% correct on that aspect. But again, employees can have their revenge on their employer, and there is no bigger revenge than them delivering an underpowered product. And trust me, if they all gang together behind the scenes, they can screw the higher ups so easy. because it's too late to get a new team. If they were doing
Yeah.
this at the beginning of the gaming like process, like okay, they're trying to screw us, let's replace all of them, and we delay it now because it's 2 years far. Okay, we delayed for 2 years and a half, bro. With the game so close to coming out, you have to make sure you don't screw your team, because there is no chance that if you get a new team, they will start from where the other team left. So the power in this situation, that's why I'm telling you, they can force themselves to stay working from home because they have the power now. The ball is literally on their side to screw Rockstar. And if Rockstar is smart, they will let them stay home. At this moment, after the game is out, fire all of them, because you stood up against us. Fuck you. I'm saying it's corporate. I'm saying it's corporate. You stood up against us. Fuck you. But right now, you have to, like we see in Portugal, lower your ears and okay. You have to be submissive. In this moment, you have to be submissive to your employees.
Fair enough. The only thing I'd say, though, in regards to Rockstar, based on what you said, is Rockstar is not like CD Projekt Red. They have multiple studios, a lot of money out there. So even if like the US, like Rockstar New York or San Diego office decides, we're not going to do anything, go to Rockstar North, which is their main developer in London, go to Rockstar Dundee in Australia, go to Shanghai. I think they have one. Like they have developers, they have subsidiaries. CD Projekt Red just only had their main office in Poland, and obviously I feel bad for them still to this day, but they've both had one of the worst launches of any AAA game that ever came out. Especially it went gold, it got delayed multiple times, went gold, got delayed after going gold, and then it still came out unfinished. So, but then they turned it around and had a really good redemption story. Hopefully Witcher 4 does not face any of that shit when it does eventually come out. The only thing I'd say, though, what I was going to say is, despite us hearing about these stories, from some of what I've experienced myself, a lot of the times when you hear, and what I've heard from other people and seen, despite us hearing these stories now, I feel like this has already happened. Like, especially this close to release, I feel like they've already had this in the works for months, or they've already done it months ago. We're just now, everything is fine. But who knows? It's like, I feel like they've already had this taken care of. It's just a matter of like, is this game being ready? Because, in considering there's a lot of managers that have to approve this product because they want to get it to release, it's not going to be a subpar product. They're going to, if they want it to screw them over, they just walk out. They will not make a subpar product, given like there's too much money involved. So, and there's too many people who have to check to make sure it's ready to release. So that's where I feel like it would gone. But I feel like all of this is, despite hearing about it, it's already happened. So, and I will be surprised if it gets delayed this close to release, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it does come out. Just it won't be as polished as it would normally be, that Rockstar is known to do. So again, it's all patch it up. Yeah. Either way, I feel like because of patching, they've already worked that into the release pipeline, because that just seems to be the norm nowadays. So make sure the base game is ready to go, and any minor bugs here and there, they will patch well after the fact. So
that's the thing. You're saying minor. I'm saying there might be major. I'm saying because it could happen.
It might be, yeah.
It might be, the thing is,
it would be the biggest blunder ever.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why it would be way a way bigger negative impact.
Yeah.
Them releasing a broken game than delaying the game for even this close to release. Because I keep saying this, guys, the promotion hasn't started. I'm sorry, for a game that
it has technically started now.
No, it got leaked.
Technically, it got leaked. Yeah, but it's like this thing that's coming up is the promotion. They've already had trailers for it.
I don't see ads anywhere. YouTube should be blowing up.
There should be buses with things on the side of them. I'm with the advertising part. I'm with you on this, Fubu. They should be doing it. Yeah.
They are not sure. They are not sure if this game is going to come out in November.
I'm
Because
pretty sure they are, because they've done this before with Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, how is this any?
Probably.
I'm just
You don't have
curious.
to
How
finish
is
the
this any
super.
different?
I like where I stand on this. I
Go
kind
first,
of
right.
like I get where you're coming from on this, Fubu, but this is Rockstar. This is nothing new with them. They are going to, and with how big they have gotten in the industry and on all this, they are going to show you when they feel they're damn ready and when they want to. They are not they don't go by anyone else's books and playbook of doing their stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look with what they've done with this so far. I still think this is coming in November. They are going to do this. This is Rockstar's MO. They have things locked. They have deals with Sony, Microsoft, and I'm sure they have a bunch of other marketing campaigns. They are just they're doing this. Plus, I'm sure they've got the deal with Netflix that Netflix paid them however many millions for it. So it's a matter of they have that, and they probably have a couple other deals. We're just not ready. They're not ready to announce. But here's the thing: they don't have to have the bus ads and all this for GTA 6. They could literally put out an ad. It's GTA fucking 6. You're gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah,
Like,
we've known about the game for like 3 years now, even before it got leaked. So it's like, I'm just saying it doesn't really matter if they don't have this. It's like they've done this before. They know their brand. It doesn't matter how they do it. They're not like Sony, who have to sell you a console, or Microsoft or Nintendo, so they have to do this lavish shit. They have the game. They know you're gonna buy it or not. Who gives a shit how they start their marketing? They've been.
Maybe they're trying to just save on not marketing it.
Yeah, or
Plain
just
simple.
They need marketing for me. Me, a gamer,
okay.
big time gamer. They need
Fair
marketing because they haven't sold the game to me. Mostly,
Yeah, that's
and I'm
fair.
saying this now.
That's fair.
Mostly because of the digital blunder. If it was physical, I would have already pre-ordered the game because I really want to play. But the thing that I'm seeing here is, this is why Murple is important. Murple would have been the tiebreaker. Me and Kirok were like on the ad part. You guys are on the different. Murple, you're important here. Come back. Stop leaking GTA 6.
Yeah. And get off that PS5. Come on now. I know Wolverine's about to come out, but come on, man.
Sorry. I think we just leave this into the comment section. What do you think on GTA 6? Is it going to get delayed, not get delayed? What do you think about the leaks and all this and all the other stuff we talked about? We'd love to hear from you all on this, and we're no doubt next week going to be talking GTA. The next episode talking GTA 6 because the Netflix thing, and we're going to give you our thoughts and our opinions on that and we'll probably have and then there's Gamescom coming. And we're probably going to hear from Fubu after the Netflix thing. Fubu, we're just going to straight ask him the question. Did this sell it for you?
No.
So, you have to wait for the goddamn... You know what? You deserve this force choke there.
Yeah, you got to wait.
There we go. Okay, I think he deserved that one. Don't you, chat?
maybe a little. Just a little bit.
Felt good doing it. I'm not gonna lie. Force choking is a good thing.
Yeah.
Once in a while, helps relieve stress, anger, and other feelings. Join the dark side. But yeah, I think this is where we can leave it for topics for episode 20. But I want to give just a little shout out to some of our viewers and supporters of the podcast. Q _ Mutiny. He is an awesome streamer, and he does his own podcast, the Q Brew. He's in our videos. You'll see him in the comment section on a lot of the videos, and very supportive and giving not only just saying what he thinks on certain topics and stuff, giving us feedback and in a positive way. Not to say we're getting negative feedback in a negative way, but it's nice to see feedback in a positive way. As being content creators, sometimes you don't get feedback in the best way. So we've got that. Dragon, my community members, that he does comment on a fair amount of the stuff, as well as Jake, another awesome person. We've got a few members here that are just very supportive, and we cannot thank you all 5 of us cannot thank you all enough for it. We really do appreciate it. But I think this is enough of rambling, and thank you all so much for episode 20. See y'all for episode 21. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.